Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is a Cadbury's cream egg inside a clear box that's been pinched, and it's on a little flower. So this video is very probably going to be longer than my videos are normally, but I think it's worth it because that is so cute. That really is. And when you've got lots of nieces, well, lots of nephews in my case, and you know, when you give Easter eggs at Easter time, funnily enough, it can get quite expensive, so these make charming gifts. Anyway, so you need your big shot first of all, because we're going to make the flower at the bottom, and that uses the brand new spiral flower die. Can you see that? There you go, you can see it there. And the colours that Cadbury has used match perfectly to Real Red, Daffodil Delight and Elegant Eggplant. So this isn't quite Cadbury purple, but it's close enough. So 3 bits of cardstock. I can't remember what I measured these at. Basically I just laid them over the top of the die and cut them. So you can fit all 3 through because it is a Biggs die. Let's get that on my cutting platform correctly. And you can cut all 3 in one go. So I'm going to push that. Whoops, there goes my paper. Get it going, and it will cut all of them in one go. Let me move the big shot out of the way, reposition the paper, and all of them have all cut out beautifully in one go. Actually, oh, that's 2 of them there, and the 3rd one is there. Look at that, genius! Oh, so clever! So, the first thing you need to do to make your flower is grab something like a pair of tweezers and you roll it. That is literally all you do, is you roll it round. And having the tweezers means that you can get hold of the end. You can. And then you can just start rolling it around. So there you go. But the sensible thing, that's how you would do one. The sensible thing is to do all 3 in one go. Oh. Time saving, so let's get them all lined up the right way round. There's one, so there's the 3rd one. So you grip all 3 and you just start twisting. All 3 in one go. This is a triple tone flower. And you come all the way to the bottom, and actually what I'm going to come and do afterwards is I'm going to cut a piece out, because actually we don't need it all, we want the centre bit open. So if I release, that's essentially a 3-tone flower. Can you see that? It is such a dull day. But I don't need the middle bit, so I'm going to unwind it a bit, grab a section and chop it off. I don't need that bit. This is the bit I need. So you scrumple it around and you grab your Easter egg and stick it in. That's so cute, isn't it? That's so good. I had a lovely light bulb moment then. If you want to, you can put some glue dots under the bottom there to keep the flower together, but it's, you know, it's holding quite nicely. So I'm just going to separate it a little bit, just to make it, just to fluff it out a bit, I suppose is the word. There we go. How cute. That is just so sweet. So what I'm going to do is put that to one side, because I now want to make the box, and this is using window sheets, and it uses one that is 9.5 inches long. I don't know how well you're seeing that. Highlight. Well, it's 9.5 inches long, which is, and 5.5 inches wide, which is 25 centimetres long and 14 centimetres wide. So you start with the long side at the top, and using your stylus, if you use the one that comes with the Simply Scored has got a thicker end and a thinner end, use the thinner end, and you start scoring with the long side at the top at 2.25 inches. I go over it a few times because this is such good quality acetate that you have to, you know, put a bit of effort in. And then again at 4.5 centimetres. So by using the smaller stylus head and pushing a few times, it will help with the burnishing in a minute. Then at 6 3/4, and then finally at 9 inches. And the metrics, you're going to score yours at 6, 12, 18 and 24 centimetres. And then you bring it round and you score it with the short side at the top at 2 1/4 again. I go over it a couple of times, and I'm putting quite a bit of force in this. And then again at 4 3/4 inches. And that in metric is 6 centimetres and 12.5 centimetres. There we go. So that's that bit done. Move the scoring tool out of the way, and then we just need to come along and burnish. So, whoops, do you know what? It probably would be more sensible to just go with the side that's already beginning to curl. So grab your bone folder and push. So that's one folded over. And another. And then come along and do all of these side panels as well. Acetate isn't, well, I wouldn't say it's difficult to work with, but you need to show it who's boss. Currently I am the boss of this piece of acetate. And the final little bit. There we go, so that's all folded. Can you see that? There you go, it's all folded, all of the score lines. Then you've got a small section at the top that's running horizontally, and then you've got a wider section at the bottom, so we need to get rid... Let me bring something black back in so you can see it better. This section down here, you need to get rid of that, so just cut it off with your scissors. And if it helps, it's kind of like just one of my standard milk carton style boxes, because you just then, hold it that way, come along and cut up all these vertical lines to the horizontal. I'm hoping that you're seeing that. There we go. One of the biggest problems with acetate is actually how to close it so you don't see adhesives and stuff like that. I'm not that worried because you're not going to be inspecting it to see how it's been stuck together, so definitely get out your sticky strip. And you need the little section where you cut off a bit. See that against my arm? Where you cut off this bit, you need your sticky strip to run along that length there. And if you keep it in a straight line, it shouldn't be hugely noticeable. And then you need another piece over here. So you've got your sticky strip there, 1, 2, third one, a bit of sticky there, and that's going to go close to the edge. So I'm going to take the backing off this. Lay it down flat, and that will stick. I'd like to say I don't have too much of an issue with that. It's not really on display, it's not, you know, it's not out there glaring at us, but I couldn't really think of it a bit of a different way to close it anyway. So take off the backing of that one, fold it up, and that's the box. That is essentially the box made. So finding the back, pop your little flower inside, position your cream egg, and don't worry too much about it standing up perfectly upright, because when you pinch it closed it will do that, it will hold itself up. It did hold itself up. This one doesn't want to, that's just outrageous. Let's put some glue dots on the bottom of that. Actually, you know what, I shall have some foam dimensional on the bottom. That should help it stand up. Oh, it's just how ages it doesn't want to play. There we go, it's stood up now. Pinch that in and it's going to resist you, so you just push with your fingers at the sides, and that is what's creating this shape. And it's I can see it better in real life than you probably are on camera, but it's pinching in, so you need a heavy duty hole punch like a crocodile, something like that, to punch your holes in the top. Fire them into your face, which is what that has just done. And then I've got the real red 1/8 of an inch ribbon, and I'm just feeding it through all the holes which you really cannot see. Oh, I'm looking up at the monitor and thinking, you're not seeing anything at all, are you? Doesn't want to go through. Do you know what? I could have used some binder clips like that. Let's see if I've got any handy. And then hopefully it will stay shut. Let's put the binder clip in the box as well. Oh, for goodness sake! Oh, I don't know what's happening. Let's see if I can get this through. There we go. Ta-da! Success! And then feed it back through the other holes that you probably can't see. There are holes, trust me. Oh, they're not lining themselves up anymore. There we go. 2 and 2 is easier, because acetate, like I say, it's these window sheets, they're fighting me. So I'll twist that round and then pull it closed tightly. It will hopefully make that egg stand upright. Yes, look, yay! The egg's standing back up again. So tie in a knot. Oh, for goodness, he's pulled himself undone. Oh. Let's do it this way. If in doubt, put it on your worktop and force it into position. There. God, I feel like I've gone 10 rounds. There we go, little bow on the top. And then just to finish it off, I have got already punched out little flowers from the Itty Bitty Punch Pack in the 3 colours. I've already put the crystals inside, so I just need to put some glue dots on the back and position them. Down at the bottom. And then when I've got the last one on, that is just so cute. And like I say, I really don't know how well this is showing up on camera. I will make sure my photographs are good enough that you will be able to see. If I put it against my arm, you can see quite obviously that these sides have pinched in, and that's what's making this box so attractive. Well, it's attractive in my opinion, but I hope it's worth it. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye.